Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cassie here and thank you so much for clicking on another video. I was actually out in New York, so I am happy to be back, and I actually wanted today's video to be things that I miss about New York that are different here in Georgia. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay. So hands down, the number one thing that I miss about New York that is different here in Georgia is that there are no corner stores here. I miss being able to literally just walk 5 minutes from the house and be right at the bodega. Like, I miss having a corner store. I miss having a deli, whatever you call it, wherever you're from in New York. I miss it. I miss being able to just go get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Are you kidding me? That was the first thing that I did when I got there. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese first thing in the morning. I went for a walk and I walked and I went and I got my bacon, egg, and cheese. And I miss that. You know this. Literally, you can find everything that you need. Everything, anything, things that you didn't even know that you needed. They're at the deli. Okay, they're at the corner store. You didn't even know that you needed it, but they got it for you, okay? And it's right there and you can get it always. And they're everywhere and they're convenient. And I miss that. Here, the closest thing to you is probably a gas station, and if you know gas stations, everything is more expensive at the gas station. That's one. But two, they don't always really have the same variety. No, they don't at all have the same variety as the corner stores that are in New York. And if you're from there, then you know. And if you're from somewhere where you don't have easy access to a corner store, you don't understand what you're missing. You don't understand what it's like. But that's got to be the number one thing I miss, hands down. So in comparison to here in Georgia, I'd say that New York is definitely more fast-paced. And because I grew up there, I'm very used to the fast pace. And you know, depending on where you are at here, depending on which area you're in, it can also kind of mimic the city. But there's nothing like New York City, just the fast pace and, you know, the hustle and the bustle. Sometimes, like, I feel like that's the thing that usually turns a lot of people off about New York. But as a New Yorker, I kind of miss it just a little bit. Not very much. Not enough to get back on the subway or MTA. Not enough. Not enough for that. Nope. But I do miss just the city vibe, the culture. It's very different. This kind of takes me into my next thing, which is I definitely miss the Caribbean culture that you experience in different parts of New York, but it's very much a melting pot. I know people say that a lot about Atlanta and about Georgia as well, depending on where you are, but I find it to be very, depending on where you are, I find it to be very Southern, and I definitely miss the Caribbean vibe, the Caribbean style. I miss it also because I like it. No, but I miss hearing it. There's something very homey, very comforting about hearing and being around the accents. So I kind of blame myself for the next one, which is definitely related to the Caribbean vibe, is that I haven't sought out very deeply like the best restaurants to go for some like authentic Caribbean food, specifically like Jamaican food. So I haven't really sought out a place, and so I definitely blame myself, but I do want to spend some time looking for a place. But like in New York, you can go to almost, and I'm gonna say almost any place, and you're gonna be able to find some good, like whatever it is that they have, it's usually really good, and it's like the authentic cooking. And I guess she agrees too. But I miss that. I feel that there are definitely less options for Caribbean food, but out of the places that I've tried, like I said, I did find some things that I liked, that I enjoyed. It wasn't like the food was bad, it was just different. So one of the things that I've had to adjust to the most since being out here is how much I have to drive. Being back in New York, I did have to drive to get places, but I definitely was driving a lot less than I am now, and I miss not having to always drive so much. Now, also, I have been spoiled in So I've been spoiled in the fact that I've mostly always had somebody to take me the places that I needed to go. And so then when I did have to start driving, it wasn't like I had to drive a lot or very long distances at that. Here, everything is nearby, but it might be like 30 minutes away, but that 30 minutes is a lot of miles away. That's something that I've talked about before, but for sure, you have to do more driving here. And I always say I'm not a driver. And it's not that I can't drive. I feel like I'm a very good driver, but I don't necessarily love driving. And so being that everything is much further away in terms of distance, like I end up doing a lot of driving, and I would prefer to not have to drive so much. Now, it's definitely also my fault because I choose to live where I do and work where I do on purpose, so I can't really blame anybody but myself. But there is a lot of driving involved, okay? Like, everything is like a hill, a mountain, a curve, so you have to drive, and I am not a driver. I'm just not. My kitty is playing with a straw on the couch. Listen, don't waste your time getting them toys, okay? They're gonna play with whatever's in front of them. They're gonna clack it on the floor, baby. Just don't even waste your coins, okay? Literally, she's playing with the paper from a plastic straw. So the biggest thing that I probably didn't realize that I missed about New York is just being in closer proximity to a lot of the people who I love and care about. I feel like easily that's got to be on the list. It's really nice though to spend time away and then to kind of pop up every once in a while and get to see and interact with people who you've grown up with and spent your life with. Like, it's really nice to be in close proximity to that. That is definitely something that I miss, but I am very much loving it here and settled here. But these are definitely a few things that I miss about New York. If you are from Georgia and you moved from somewhere else, let me know down in the comments, where are you from and what is one thing that you miss about your hometown. Thank you guys once again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.